everybody. Welcome back to Markers of Monsters for day 9 of Drawlloween. This is an exciting one because today's theme is He's a Dummy Doll. Yeah, dummies and creepy dolls and stuff there in all kind of horror movies. That's kind of a stock trope, and it goes back for a long way. So this was a lot of fun to do. Starting here, drawing out this creepy ventriloquist dummy, and I don't know if it's easy to see here with the pencil, but half his dummy head is cracked away, and there's like a human skull under there with human eyes and human teeth in the mouth, like somebody took somebody's head and turned it into a ventriloquist dummy. I don't know where this stuff comes from. I just draw what's in my head. Take what you will of that. Behind him here is like a sitting, the ventriloquist, I guess. I don't know, but she's got like a China doll type mask on, and it's cracked as well. And underneath there's like human eyes. And as we get further into this, you're gonna see there's some like blood coming out, seeping out of her mask and stuff. Like there's some human person in there. It's not just a giant doll. This was a lot of fun to do, and it came together really quickly, I have to say, with the colors. Now, drawing the dummy was a lot of fun in terms of coloring. I kind of used like fleshy wood tones there, like he was kind of painted up, and just kind of kept a lot of white areas to give the impression that he's being reflected off of. Same with her face mask, and she's going to be wearing like kind of a chiffon robe kind of a deal, like a porcelain doll, very light fabric and very leave a lot of white areas for reflective areas, make it kind of light, like I said. That's kind of the point of it. But yeah, so it was a blast to do. I like dummies and dolls and stuff in horror movies. They can be a lot of fun. You go back to like the old Goosebumps books that I talk about a lot. Slappy, the dummy from Night of the Living Dummy. I think that might have been my first introduction to that kind of a thing. But I used to watch a lot of like Twilight Zone when I was a kid. Still do, but back when I was a kid, they had I can't remember the name of the episode, but it involved a talking ventriloquist dummy. There was Talkie Tina, of course. She was a evil doll that menaced Terry Savalas on the Twilight Zone. That was a lot of fun. Plenty of movies. There's that movie Magic with what's his name? The original Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins, where there's a ventriloquist dummy in that, magically brought to life. Shoot, man, there's a ton of these. If you've ever seen the movie Tourist Trap, I don't think that I'm not going to spoil it for you, but yeah, it has some dolls and dummies and mannequins that come to life in that movie, which is awesome. I highly recommend Tourist Trap for some schlocky, goofy 70s weirdness. Yeah, it's a good one. It's got Tonya Roberts in it, Donna's mom from that 70s show. She's running around with a bunch of her friends. They go to a tourist trap and bad things happen. Worth a watch. Check it out. Now I'm putting in her hair here with that looks very black, but that's warm gray 10. That's as gray as you can get. But I hope the video picks it up here. But when I put in the ink, it's gonna pop kind of out on top of that. And just inking this in was a pretty easy prospect. It's very straightforward with the line work. Now I'm putting in the eyes in that skull area and the areas where, maybe the dummy stops and the person who once was in there begins. Now, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the theme, and I think the artwork turned out pretty cool. It was just a fun, simple thing to do. The colors were really nice and easy, so it was a joy for me to get this stuff done. I really had fun with it. But yeah, drawing dummies, it's good. Can't forget too, got to talk about the Saw movies. Now I'm not a huge fan of the Saw type movies, and granted I haven't seen all of them the whole way through. I've seen bits and pieces of the later ones, but Billy is kind of the Jigsaw's mascot puppet thing that he has riding around. It's not really evil. It's because it's not really a sentient being. At least I don't know, man. If you've seen all the Saw movies and Billy the puppet becomes sentient, gains sentience, and starts doing things of his own accord and has his own agency, let me know, because then I'll start watching them again. But yeah, there's Billy the Puppet. He's kind of famous in the modern horror circles for that kind of stuff. So yeah, dolls in fiction. They have a quite a storied history. You can even trace back to, I would say, to an extent. It's not really a doll, but even like the Golem of, that's a Jewish legend from, I think, old Prague, I believe, yeah. And it was brought to, it's a clay figure that's this hulking beast that's brought to life to help protect everybody. They made a couple silent movies of that back in, like 1910, 1912, so 100 years ago. But yeah, I guess that would count too, maybe being the first one. Well, anyway, I digress. Let's take a look here at the scan. Let's get the name signed, and here comes the scan. All right. Yeah, looking pretty cool. This was a lot of fun, and I had a fun day talking to you guys about this. So, hey, thanks again for watching. I'll put all my social media stuff up here. And check me out for all kind of stuff. Keep sending those comments and likes and stuff. I'm really having a good time with it. So that's it for me today. Thanks everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Unmarkers and monsters.